Ladies, gentlemen, humans of all races and ages, no intro this time. Instead, we're just going to be dolphin diving straight into the raw, unadulterated action with a little bit of yapping on the side too. Dolphin diving into it raw? Why did I just say that? Our fight scene commentary of a video today starts off with the slippery scumbag Starscream attempting to proclaim himself as the leader of the Decepticons and rally his troops following Lord Megatron's demise. Unsurprisingly, the little effect. You see, at this point in the story, Optimus and the Autobots basically managed to slime Megatron out in the battle for a space bridge, blowing the entire thing up and essentially leaving Megatron fatally injured in the process. So yeah, right now, he's been benched. So seeing that none of the Decepticon soldiers aren't glazing him as expected, Starscream, in typical duplicitous fashion of course, remembers that there's one Decepticon warrior hidden somewhere on Earth for thousands of years who he personally deems worthy enough to spin on his metal meat like a Beyblade. Skyquake. Starscream realizes that if he gets the Skyquake out of all cons to follow under his command, then surely all the other Viacons will be influenced by his imposing presence and do the same thing. Surely. We then switch over to the Autobots perspective to see what they're doing, but they're all just yapping and learning about Earth customs, but who the hell cares? I know you didn't click on this video for that, so fast forward a couple of minutes and we see Starscream and the silent savage himself Soundwave chilling in a canyon. They find Skyquake resting in what looks like a giant Cybertronian sized coffin, so they resurrect him using an Energon cube and we see this massive, angry, green Decepticon death machine walk out of it like he's ready to smash something. Oh yeah, this is Skyquake by the way, but bro is not the Incredible Hulk. I don't know who he thinks he is moving like this. But Starscream, being the freak he is, tries to serenade Skyquake into following under his command, but the burly brute refuses this offer and proudly exclaims that he's a D1 Megatron Glazer and will ride and die for his true commander. I have to take a second and respect Skyquake's loyalty here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bro knew from the jump that Starscream was a fraud and incapable of leading the Decepticons to glory like how Negatron was able to do so. But as the cons were going back and forth about who should be loyal to who, however, suddenly the GOAT Robo Jesus and Bumblebee appeared on the scene. The Autobots detected strange Decepticon activity in the area, so the two Autobots came to investigate and see what's going on. Optimus offers Skyquake and Starscream a truce, exclaiming that they all can end the devastating war between the two factions right here and right now, only if Starscream promises to lead the Decepticons into an era of peace. But we all know that's too much of an ask though. Come on, that's not a realistic bargain, you know what I'm saying? Starscream, being a conniving bastard as always, decided to try and kill two birds with one stone and offered to accept this truce, only if Optimus were to get on his knees and bow before him. This brother would do anything just to get an ounce of loyalty. I swear to God, he is starving for attention. Starscream, you are weird. You kind of remind me of almost anybody who rage baits for a living on Twitter. I'm just saying. Skyquake had enough of Starscream's pretentious bullshit and shoulder checked that slimy bastard against a rock wall so hard that the impact alone would be enough to forcefully give any Cybertronian whatever their equivalent of scoliosis is. Crazy thing is, if a human did this to another, then they're getting turned into red face on the spot. I'm just saying. It's crazy. Robo Jesus approaches Skyquake one last time for a proper truce, but the big man exclaims that he will never side with a Prime, and the two begin to engage in classic gladiatorial style hand-to-hand combat, and it is absolute cinema. Too bad Optimus is getting tossed around like he was one of those level 5 criminal scumbags you see in those garbage ass mobile game ads, but who cares? The fight legit just started. Anything could happen still. Also, what I'm about to say has no effect on anything going on at the moment, but I just want you to notice that Optimus, for the majority of this fight, won't be wearing his usual battle chassis this time around. I don't know if this was intended or not, but it's a cool little minor detail regardless. I just wanted to point it out to you guys. Anyway, yapping aside, Soundwave and the Star of Screams flew away to safety so they can view the fight from a distance, while Robo Jesus and Skyquake were in the canyon turning the area into a bullet party. Prime whips out his Path Blaster and kablam! Shot Skyquake in his chest, but the hulking behemoth ate that like it was lunch and pulls out a fucking minigun and proceeds to make Optimus ragdoll backwards due to the sheer amount of overwhelming gunfire. Skyquake had my goat's body shaking like they put jiggle physics on his model. Oh my god, that was wow, that's actually kind of diabolical. Oh my god. Bumblebee decides to get involved and slides to Prime. The Prince of Black Air Forces gets a few shots in and dodges Skyquake's barrage of bullets due to his superior agility. But Skyquake grips B up and slams him into a wall like the bug he is. Oh god, that felt personal. Yikes. Skyquake fends off Optimus before getting the kill shot, and B gets back up, but our Prince of Black Air Force Ones is getting manhandled by this dude. Oh my lord! Meanwhile, our Decepticons are still in a distance watching this all go down, with Starscream ordering Soundwave to record Skyquake putting belt to ass so that they can upload the video files on a Triptychon's internet for all the VCons to watch during their lunch breaks. This is so stupid. I just like having fun with this. Skyquake is busy doing strings on Optimus, but our red and blue goat backs up over to Bumblebee and tells him that he notices that Skyquake doesn't have a vehicle mode just yet, and they can use this fact to get a tactical advantage over him. And so they did, by driving away. The Autobots hit the secret Joestar technique, man. You love to see it. I have to respect it. I do find this piece of information odd though. I cannot lie. This is about to be a little yap session. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Skyquake lay dormant on Earth for over 1,000 years, so it kind of makes sense that he doesn't have a vehicle mode just yet, but he already has visible pieces of Earth-based military jets embedded onto his robot model already, which is definitely weird. Like, I can't lie. I wonder if his model was kept this way purely because of like budget constraints or something to the like. I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself and I don't think anybody cares. Anyway, like I said, I'm just yapping. But back to the fight.
Damn it all! We lost sight of the Autobots? Soundwave, why are you still standing here? Go track them! Wait, what? You're picking up another Decepticon signal? I thought Skyquake was the only one left in stasis in this area. Wait, that is our destroyed space bridge. That can't possibly mean that life signal belongs to Nigatron?
Why yes, Starscream, Nigatron is still alive! Our conniving second in command here starts to aura farm a bit by doing the most graceful transformation I have ever seen in my life. Oh my goodness. But he goes out to investigate. Oh, Soundwave sounds Laserbeak after him to spy on, bro. Even Starscream's fellow Decepticons know not to trust him with anything. Oh boy, it really be your own niggas, huh? Eugh. Yikes. Meanwhile, the GOAT Agent Fowler is patrolling the area while Skyquake is trying to chase down Bumblebee. The two meet in a dead end, and Skyquake was this close to rolling up Bumblebee into a Cybertronian-sized blunt, but Optimus comes through and uses his velocity to his advantage by transforming into his robot mode and launches his fist straight into Skyquake's face, sending him careening back into the rock wall formation. Oh my god, I call Optimus a goat for a reason. Good lord! Skyquake starts recovering and scratches Prime's chest-mounted windshield titties. But as Prime warns Skyquake to sit that ass back down, he ends up punching a Cybertronian chromosomes out of his freaking face! Matrix of leadership be damned. Prime turned the tables and started putting belt to ass on his 40-foot tall giant giga nigga. Suddenly, Agent Fowler makes his presence known at the worst possible time. Skyquake spots Fowler's jet, begins smiling for the audience, and locked in immediately, scanning into his systems, which finally allows him to enter his vehicle mode. And use his vehicle mode he did, because the first thing Skyquake did after acquiring his new jet form was to try and Swiss cheese Bumblebee in Robo-Jesus. Crazy shit! The two Autobots transform to try and escape Skyquake's wrath, but my brother Agent Fowler returns and tries to give Skyquake a taste of what Uncle Sam feels like. Hold on, what the fuck did I just say? Bro, what? No. Fowler, oh my god. Fowler releases a volley of missiles on Skyquake, but I'm gonna be real with you, viewer, he missed every single shot, and he starts gloating about it saying, oh yeah, I still got it. Like, bro, what do you mean? My brother in Primus, you literally missed. You did 0 damage. Did we watch the same thing here? Like, dog, come on, man. We then cut back to Starscream, who's busy investigating Nigatron's signal. He finds his fatally wounded leader in space, and so happens to find a big-ass crystal of dark energon lodged into his cold, rusty spark. Keep in mind that this is the same stuff that ended up turning that Silas/Breakdown hybrid into a zombie on my channel all those months back. Go check the video if you haven't already. As corny as it was, I still think it's an entertaining watch. But yes, dark energon, the essence of Unicron himself, zombie juice, that space crack, Trust me when I say it's gonna play a major role in a future Transformers video on this channel. But that conniving bastard Starscream broke the fourth wall and is aware of this fact too. He pulls that purple cock out of Negatron. Oh, whoa, wait, that's not right. He pulls that purple rock out of Negatron and kicks his corpse away, all while being monitored by Laserbeak throughout this entire time. Soundwave is simply the GOAT. I do not care. Argue with a brick wall. I called him a silent savage for a reason back in my video that I made a long time ago. But yeah, keep an eye out for Starscream and that dark energon crystal though. God forbid if he tries raising the dead with it or something, right guys? Right? Oh my lord. Back to the action though, Skyquake is still giving the bots hell on earth. After slowing Prime down, he then tries filling Bumblebee up with nothing but bullet holes for his amusement. B-127 leads Skyquake out in the open, and when our Jolly Green Giant spins back on our GOAT here, Bumblebee takes a risk and jumps on top of Skyquake while he's still in jet mode. Oh, they are getting active. God damn, this is cinema on everyone's souls, including yours. This is the kind of action that we're here for. I'm just being honest, dude. This is peak. Skyquake tries his best to shake the Autobot off of him, but everybody knows to not get stung by a Bumblebee because those little furry fuzzballs, as adorable as they are, they hurt. B plunges his fists in a Skyquake circuitry, ripping out his T-cog and other essential organs needed to be able to transform back into robot mode, causing Sir Quakeathon here to make a nosedive towards the ground. Our brother in Primus, Agent Fowler, pulls up next to the doomed Decepticon, saving Bumblebee's life, allowing him safe passage down to the Earth's surface. I wish the same could be said for a Jolly Green Decepticon Giant though, because let's just say that he didn't have the greatest of emergency landings. He hit the ground while stuck in mid-transformation. Oh god, I wouldn't even wish this fate upon my worst enemy, bro. Jesus. I'm lying, yes I would. But still, damn. He quite literally got rolled into a Cybertronian-sized blunt. Wow. Bumblebee and Prime lament over the loss of the Decepticon warrior before moving in to bury him out of respect, all while Soundwave ceases video recording operations. No Decepticon-based YouTube video for you guys then, right? Oh wow, that is way too soon. Oh shit, my bad. Meanwhile, the Autobots safely make it back to base, while, well, going back to the Decepticons, they ended up putting Lord Megatron in emergency stasis. Keep an eye on that Starscream fella though. Remember, he still has that dark energon crystal in his possession. Surely he won't go on a trip to, you know, raise the dead with it or anything, right? Surely. Anyway, that is the short but violent tale of Skyquake. Ladies and gentlemen, humans of all races and ages, I hope you enjoyed this one. Consider leaving a like and subscribing if this video made you laugh or smile at all, and join our community Discord. Link is in the description for everything. Look, listen, we're always looking for new members and all that. But, or, don't join. I'm not your dad, dude. I can't force you to do anything. I'm about to bounce, but make sure you stay safe, stay hydrated, and take it easy out there. I love you guys, platonically speaking, of course, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Adios.